Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
That's entertainment.
From the Daily Oz, Emma Gillespie with That's Entertainment.
Good morning. We've got a good one today to chat about. Do you remember Kendra Wilkinson? She was one of Hugh Hefner's big three girlfriends. So Holly, Bridget and Kendra, they were on this TV show in the noughties called The Girls Next Door. And it was this image of, you know, these three friends, three besties, I suppose colleagues who were Hugh's girls, and life was amazing.
So they were his three girlfriends. They all lived with him.
Yeah, and they were like his number one, you know, sister wives was the vibe. But fast forward all these years, and we've heard over the last few years from Holly and Bridget that they had sort of allegations came forward about pressures that they felt, trauma, even assault that took place in the mansion. But Kendra had been the one who always defended Hef. She always sort of said, nah, that's not true. It wasn't like that. But she's come out, done this interview with People magazine, and for the first time since Hugh Hefner died, she's spoken out about her trauma and regret over living in the mansion as one of Hugh's girlfriends from the age of 18.
Wow.
So she was really young.
Who's surprised it was sus?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
are some of the allegations she's talking about?
So she sort of has spoken about she felt pressure to, you know, get a boob job, bleach her hair, all of that kind of physical cosmetic stuff that we sort of expect from a Playboy bunny. But it was interesting the way she protected him, I think, back when after he died, things came out. You know, she said that it was just out of revenge and she felt bad for him. But now I think she's reflected a lot. She was hospitalised for a panic attack recently. She's been diagnosed with some mental ill health stuff, and she seems like she's really trying to get things back on track in her life. But she said she was there for the partying and nothing else. But, you know, what was she doing as an 18-year-old? But she's asked, you know, why did I have sex with a man that age? But I also think, you know, what was Hugh Hefner doing with an 18-year-old girl?
It was like a cult, though. I watched that Secrets of the Playboy Mansion, and I'm watching the new one about Penthouse as well. And all of those, they start off, it's like a cult. It's literally a cult.
It's funny we'd never really speak about it in those terms as a cult, but you've got the cult daddy, the cult leader in Hef, and the kind of pressure and the peer pressure, the pack mentality of having that group and all the other girls sort of willing to go along for the ride. And you think, wow, I don't know, when I was 18, I wouldn't have made good choices in that environment.
But you're right, she was always defending him, though.
Yeah, and I wonder how the other girls feel that she said, no, they're lying. And now she's going, actually, yes, they were telling the truth. But I have to challenge myself because I have no sympathy, because I think, well, you're living in the Playboy mansion, you've chosen to live with Hugh Hefner, what do you think? But why don't I see this as coercion, which is in a cult situation, all that stuff, absolutely. And they should have been taken care of.
There are 18-year-old girls who might be, you know, mentally mature, 30-year-old, like sort of have their worldliness about them. And then there's 18-year-olds who are like 12-year-olds or 15-year-olds. It's such a vulnerable age, especially if you're kind of exploited for how you look and then getting older and coming to terms with, well, what happens when that fades or that changes? I think it's interesting.
Where was society also looking at this and going, that's outrageous? I don't know if we'd tolerate that now, a man in his 80s with a couple of teenagers living with him?
No, those days are gone.
He was a hero, Hugh Hefner. Men loved him, the way they spoke about him. I think it's interesting. She said that, you know, at the end of the day, she doesn't owe him anything. She's not going to sit here and protect him. He decided to date millions of girls, and that's not her responsibility. She said, whatever happened with him, with his relationships, that was his thing, and it's not my responsibility to protect a man for his life choices. So I think maybe for some of her former colleagues, it might be too little too late, considering what she sort of said about their assault allegations. But at the same time, you know, she's come around, she's on her own journey. I think good for her.
Yeah, that's what you grow up. That's what happens, and then they become the fodder of these shows like Secrets of Playboy, Secrets of Penthouse. I'm looking forward to Inside the Big and Bouncy Mansion.
What about Secrets of Golden Circle?
Secrets of Golden Circle.
That magazine was that was weird.
That sounds odd. The Secrets of
Don't we miss the good old days of the magazine?
The big pineapple ring.
Bring them back.
Thank you, Em.
Thank you.
Check her out at thedailyOz.com.au.